In this video, we're going to show you how to quickly change your oil and keep your engine running smoothly. Let's get to it. To change your oil, all you need are these simple tools to get the job done. First, you need a wrench with the right size socket so you can crack the oil drain plug. Then you'll need an oil filter wrench so you can take off the old oil filter and replace it with a new one, because you always need to change your oil filter when changing your oil. That's because the filter material inside starts to clog, preventing it from doing its job, which causes a lot more engine wear. Oil filters are affordable, engine rebuilds not so much. And of course, you need to change your old dirty oil with new oil, so check your owner's manual to see what type of oil you need for your specific vehicle. To make pouring easier and avoid making a mess, it's best to grab a funnel so you don't spill oil everywhere. And don't forget to wear nitrile gloves to protect your skin from the oil and chemicals. On top of that, we like to wear thick chemical gloves like these because they also protect against heat. You need to change your oil when it is still warm, but if it's warmer than expected, these will protect you from burning your hands on the hot oil. And when you're working under your car, we also advise you to wear a face shield to protect against hot fluids splashing in your face and eyes. And finally, there's only one more thing you need: a bucket or oil drain pan to catch the dirty oil so it doesn't spill onto the ground. The first thing you need to check on these is if the drain plug is open, and most importantly, what people sometimes forget is to open the vent. If you don't, oil might not drain fast enough and spill over the sides. Before you start, you first need to warm up the engine because this loosens up all the sludge and makes it easier to drain the oil and get all the impurities out. Then the first thing you need to do is lift your car so you can work under it. You can, of course, put your car on a car lift so you don't have to crawl under it. But if you don't have access to one, we put a link to our video on how to safely lift your car and put it on jack stands down in the description below so you can safely work under it. So make sure to check it out. Before draining the oil, you want to loosen or remove the oil cap, which will make it drain quicker. Then locate your engine oil drain plug. This will be on the lowest point on the oil pan under the engine block, either on the bottom or on the side. When your drain plug is on the side, be careful because the oil will shoot out sideways. So make sure your oil drain pan is placed enough to the side but still under it, because the last bit will drip out straight down. Then grab your wrench and socket and crack the drain plug so you can loosen it further by hand. Here's a handy tip for you guys when putting on the thick gloves. Flip the bottom side up. This way, if oil runs down your glove, it gets caught in there and doesn't run down your arm. Next, loosen the drain plug further until it comes off. Try to take it out quickly when it's loose to reduce the splashing. Then let it drain all the way and reposition your drain pan if necessary when the oil flow changes. As you can see, our trick did its job perfectly and prevented oil from running down our arm. With all the oil drained from the engine, put the drain plug back in hand tight. Then wipe everything off with degreaser before tightening the drain plug with your wrench. But don't tighten it too hard or you'll risk stripping the threads. Before filling the engine with new oil, you first need to change the oil filter. It's a canister-shaped part, usually to the side of the engine block like here. The color may vary depending on the brand, but the shape is always the same. Make sure your oil drain pan is positioned underneath the filter because this will leak oil when you take it off. Sometimes you can twist it off by hand, but often you'll need an oil filter wrench so you can put some extra force on it. We like this type of oil filter wrench because when you slide it on and start to wrench, it automatically adjusts to the right size. Then just screw it off by hand and remove it. But keep the open side faced upwards to avoid spilling oil everywhere because the filter is still filled with oil. Before installing the new oil filter, you need to check if the rubber ring from the previous filter came off with it. If not, remove it from the engine, otherwise you won't have a good seal and you will have oil leaks. You can pre-fill the filter with oil, but it will spill out if your filter is installed at an angle, so you'll be limited to how much you can put in without it pouring out. Our filter is installed at an angle, so we're only going to put a small amount of oil in it. But what you should always do, even if you don't pre-fill your filter, is lube the O-ring. This will not only improve the seal, but it will make the oil filter easier to remove next oil change. Then install the oil filter again, but don't use the oil filter wrench to tighten it. Only tighten it as hard as you can by hand, nothing more. Then degrease the oil filter and write the amount of miles you changed the oil at on the filter with a paint marker. With the oil drain plug installed and the oil filter replaced, it's time to fill the engine with fresh oil. It's best to use a funnel to avoid spilling oil and creating a mess. Check your owner's manual to see which type of oil your vehicle needs and how much. Once you've filled it up with the approximate amount, remove the funnel and close the filler cap. Next, run your engine for a minute to circulate the oil and fill the oil filter. Keep an eye on the oil pressure or any oil warning lights. Then shut the engine off, let the oil settle for a couple of minutes, and check the oil level with the dipstick. As you can see, our oil level is perfect, at the top of the safe zone right below the do not overfill line. If your oil level is too low, add some oil, run your engine shortly, and check again. That's all there is to it. Now you know how to change your oil. Thanks for watching. If you liked our video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. It helps out the channel a lot. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you don't miss any of our uploads. More videos are on the way, so we'll see you on the next one.